I know. Y'all haven't had a road rant in a while. I had too many people in my car with me this last weekend, and so, yeah, road rant wasn't a thing. So, I'm on my way to go pick up Cias from the airport, and I'm a little excited about it because I haven't seen her little self since October, and yeah, I'm super excited. So she's gonna come down here, spend a few days, do some fun things. Anyway, but you know what? Like, here's what I want to talk about today. And this is actually what I did. First of all, if y'all have a trailer, you need to have all of your fucking brake lights working, because the dude in front of me does not. But this is Oklahoma. Anyway, so I also hate the auto stop on my car, and I don't know what's rolling around back there, but we're just gonna ignore it. Anyway, so I had something happen this weekend, and it bothered me. Now, this is something that's actually happened a couple of times, but this one bothered me more because this was someone who I have been friends with for a while. I thought we were friends, let me say it that way. Anyway, so as you guys know, I have a few followers on TikTok. I had to go vroom a zoom zoom. As you guys also probably know, I go to conventions. I travel all around the U.S. We're going to get a different one of these today so y'all aren't jiggly. I travel all over the U.S. Most show promoters, show runners, whatever you want to call them, understand the power of social media, right? They just do. Most of them also know that y'all want to come see some of your favorite social media personalities just as much as you want to come see some of the stars from your favorite movies and TV shows and so on. I was really humbled this weekend. I had a lot of you guys, I almost tear up when I say this, I had a lot of you guys come to see me in Nashville, and some of y'all fangirled. Y'all, I'm just a person. Anyway, but they understand that. In fact, there are some conventions that are just social media personalities. They're starting to be, okay? So, I go to this certain convention every year. Every year. I have since 2020. In fact, I've done a majority of this person's convention since 2020. Everything's always been fantastic. I've always been treated with really good respect, even before my TikTok blew up, okay? Disclaimer, I'm a Capricorn. Enough said. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a Capricorn. I am very picky on what I do, where I go. I always gauge the response from people and so on, or if I've never been there before, etc. I'm also very particular on who I give my space to, as in my time. If I go to a show and I am treated with disrespect, even as a vendor, okay? Because there were shows I went to just as a vendor, and I was treated fantastically. I will always do those shows again, such as the show in Nashville. If I go to a show as a vendor and I'm treated like shit, I will never do your show again, because I'm giving you money to be in this place. And if I'm not going to be treated correctly, with respect, I'm not coming. I'm not. You could suck my butt. Anyway, so this person really disrespected me this weekend. Talked down to me, told me he didn't consider me a celebrity. I don't consider myself a celebrity in any way, shape, or form, but a lot of y'all do. In no way was I asking for anything special. In no way was I asking for a free booth. In no way was I asking for a hotel room or I wasn't asking for anything for free. I pay my way. I never expect anyone to do anything for free for me. A, because I don't like the feeling of owing someone, because I lived with a narcissist for a long time. And B, I don't feel that's right. At this point in my career, I don't feel that's correct. So anyway, I was completely disrespected. My rep was disrespected. So, I thought about it overnight before I responded, because I had a mentor a long time ago. When my first big girl job, I was pulled out of college to work for a publishing company here in Tulsa, a Christian publishing company, mind you. But the managing editor there took me under her wing, and she taught me so many things about not only publishing and editing, but the corporate world in general. Being a woman in the corporate world. Being a powerful woman in the corporate world. Okay? So, I can never repay her for that either. And I put her in several video games that I wrote as a guide, as an oracle, because that's what she was for me. She taught me how to respond professionally and still tell someone that they have crossed a boundary. She taught me how to respond professionally, especially in an email, and politely tell someone to fuck off. So I waited overnight. I thought about it, make sure I wasn't overreacting. And I responded very nicely. Let him know that he had disrespected me, that he hurt my feelings, and that I didn't appreciate it. And that, yes, I am at the point where I have a rep who calls for me, who makes plans for conventions for me, who helps with all of these little things, because they're not little things, who helps with all of these big things, because I don't have time. Y'all, I run 3 businesses. I travel all over the place. Like, I work 70 to 80 hours a week. I do. I don't date. I don't have a social life. Because I have goals, I have plans, and I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. As soon as I sent this message, I immediately got a response back that was even more disrespectful. My response was to not respond, and I will not respond. I had messaged this certain person 4 times since January. I haven't heard from this person since January. 4 times. The only response I got was Sunday. So, I will not respond, and I will not be doing his shows anymore. Which makes me sad, because it's in a city that I have a large following in, and I like going there. So I guess I will look for other conventions there to do. But the point of this whole road rambling is this. I learned that I had to set boundaries. I learned the hard way that I had to set boundaries. I allowed someone, in fact multiple people, to walk all over my boundaries for years, for decades. And now that I have learned to keep my boundaries in place once I set them, I don't go back on them. Even if it's to my detriment, I don't go back on my boundaries. My word is my word. Y'all need to set these boundaries and keep them in place. And guess what? No response is a response. No response is not only a response, but it's a boundary. Y'all, don't let people disrespect you. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have 10 million followers. I don't care if you have 10 followers. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care. You are a person. We can all talk to each other and treat each other with the utmost respect. We don't have to be hateful to each other. We don't have to be sly and conniving and so on, as our politicians have taught us to be. That's why the world sucks right now, because everybody is out to get everybody else. No one has boundaries, and no one wants to stick to those boundaries. Now, let me say this. There are times when I do something and it to me it's a boundary or whatever, and I am wrong. There is such a thing as apologizing. Sincerely apologizing, not just, oh yeah, I'm sorry. No. There is such a thing as apologizing. I will happily apologize when I am wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Just because you set a boundary and then, or you did something or said something and it hurt someone, just because you apologize does not make you weak. In fact, it makes you more strong, because it shows everyone around you that you understand, respect that you understand how to treat another human being. And I think if the world had more of that, we wouldn't be in this fucking shit show that we're in. Now, a lot of you guys probably were raised in a family where your boundaries were trampled on all the time. You went to church where your boundaries were trampled on all the time. You had a relationship, a friend, whatever. We all go through that. Every single one of us has a story. You can change that. You can change that. You can change how you've suddenly been programmed to react, to be, etc. I'm serious. It does take work on your part, though. It doesn't just happen like that. You didn't get like this overnight. You're not going to change it overnight. No one seems to want to do the work on themselves to change their problematic behavior, to change and heal their own traumas. So we're going to work on that, y'all. I'm going to help you. You're going to learn today. No, I'm just kidding. Not today. All the days. Shadow work is not just sitting down and doing stuff in a workbook. Shadow work is moment to moment. Being in yourself, in your space, and doing the things that you need to do to become a better person. It's not just sitting down and talking about family trauma in a notebook that you're going to hope no one ever sees because you don't want them to know